It's your girl, Janae Nicole, coming to you from beautiful, sunny South Florida. I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to be talking about getting your Facebook page started. It is a great tool that you can use if you don't have a website yet. Even if you do have a website, it's just another way for people to find you and for you to build yourself as an authority in your area of expertise, so to speak. A Facebook page is a page in Facebook that you can create for your business or your passion project, that you can openly promote your business, your brand, your product, whatever it is that you're doing right now that you want to promote and you want to get eyes on, or you just want to build yourself as an authority in that area. That's what the Facebook page, fan page, is for. It's not for you to do on your personal page. Actually, Facebook frowns upon that. Um, when I first started doing It Works MLM business, I was brand new and I didn't know, and I was just spamming my friends because I was just so excited and on fire about the product, and I just wanted to share with everybody and get people on my team. And I didn't take into consideration that, yeah, everybody don't care and most people don't want to know about your new business. And for you to be posting that all in the feed, it was just a bit much. So for those of you who are my friends on Facebook and you would happen to get spammed by me about my business, I do apologize. But when you know better, you do better. So, hence, I have two Facebook fan pages actually right now. I don't know how that happened. I just was doing way too much. Let's just say that. But anyway, that's what a Facebook fan page, and that's why you need one. It's so that you can have a place to promote your business openly and freely for people to support you without you being on their regular news feed and you bombarding them with promotion of your stuff. But if it's somebody that follows you regularly, the more they interact with your page, the more they'll see your news come up into their feed. You can also boost posts where you get more eyes on your stuff. So like if you have a promotion and stuff coming up, but we'll cover that in a minute. So I'm not even going to go into it. Okay, so some of the benefits of actually having a Facebook fan page is so that you can become an authority figure in your area. Basically, the benefits to becoming an authority in your chosen field or niche, having a Facebook fan page is going to lend credibility to that, also along with your website. Another benefit of having a Facebook fan page, it gives you the awesome tools that they actually have inside of the fan page. So once you have a page set up, a fan page set up, you can go in and see how many likes you got this week, what your reach was, like how many people saw your stuff. Like it's really, they do a really good comprehensive job of showing you, what your page is doing, and if you want to go into doing ads. So the next benefit of it is actually that actually purchase ads for your product or whatever you are trying to promote to get more eyes on you, your brand, your product, your passion project, whatever it is. That's a way to go for you to be able to really super target who your market is, and that's really cool about having a fan page. You cannot put an ad out on Facebook if you don't have a fan page. So that's why it's one of the really good benefits of it. Yes, it's a double-edged sword because Facebook basically has taken a lot of eyes off of smaller pages. So if you don't have a lot of engagement on your page, you're pretty much going to have to purchase those views. So you're going to have to pay for it. But I would suggest not paying right out of the gate. Once you set your Facebook page up, just being consistent with your content, inviting your friends and family to like your page and things like that, just to get yourself started. And then like if you have a certain event or a certain promotion that you want to get a lot of eyeballs on, then you would go into advertising. But I wouldn't just go into advertising right off the rip. But yeah, that's one of the really good benefits of having a Facebook page. Now, I'm going to mention Pinterest. Pinterest has a lot of tutorials and a lot of good advice about Facebook ads if you're interested in doing ads and like best practices and things like that. If you just go on Pinterest and look for Facebook, search Facebook ads, I would suggest starting you a whole board on Pinterest with Facebook advertising or Facebook ads, just so that you can kind of curate your own content so that when you're ready to dive into doing advertising, you have, a nice amount of information that you can pull from to kind of see how do you do Facebook ads. They even have videos and everything on there. Of course, YouTube is my go-to staple, and Google to figure out something that I don't know. But of course, you can always hire somebody to do this part. You can go on Fiverr, you get what you pay for now. So I would say if you are going to hire it out, just be very mindful of the person that you're going to hire. Check into their credentials and make sure that they can do what they say they can do. Right? Okay, so some to dos. These are things that I do suggest that you do, and that I see a lot of people on Facebook that have little small side hustles and side businesses that they're not taking advantage of, and that I notice it. So, once you get your Facebook page set up, you definitely want to link your website to your Facebook page. So, in Facebook, in your About Me section, you can actually put your website there so that when people click on your About section, there will be a little button there that they can click on that says website, and it'll take them directly to your website off of Facebook. This is key. This is why last week we talked about you setting up your own website. That's something that you own and you control. The key is here, once you get your website set up, that you have an email opt in so that you can capture those people's emails. So even if you don't have your website set up all nice and pretty, you can just set up a welcome gate or an email opt-in form so that if you're not even ready to take visitors, you can just put a coming soon splash page, like the first page they come to, and it can just say coming soon, Janae Nicole's awesome website. If you want to get in on the ground floor, sign up here, and you grab that person's email so that once you're up and going, you're already building an email list, which we'll get into in a couple weeks. I have a lot more content coming before we get into email lists. You're not there yet. But definitely, if you're interested and you've already got your website up and you want to go ahead and get your email list set up, I would suggest just going with MailChimp because it's the cheapest to start off with. It's basically free. It is free. And you don't have to pay anything until you start getting up there with subscribers. Basically, just starting out, if you're like me, you're just getting into the game and you don't have a following because you're following me. Obviously, you don't know any of this stuff, so you're just getting started out. I'm going down a rabbit trail. I'm pulling it back in. Basically, make sure that you have your website linked in your About Me section on your Facebook page. That's the first thing. And that's one that I see 90% of people not doing that already have a fan page and they already have products and things like that. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe they just don't know. But either way, if you have a friend that has a page and they promoting something but they don't have their website on there, please pull their coattail and tell them, please, would you link your website there? Just saying. The second thing that you should really do if you have a Facebook page is add content to your Facebook page. I suggest posting at least once a day. It doesn't have to be some big major thing. You can even just post a picture with a quote on it. Something simple like that. It doesn't have to be an actual long drawn out soliloquy. Just post something, even if it's just hey girls, hey, or how you doing, something. Post something every day. And at least if you can't do it every day, try to do something at least once a week. So that if somebody goes to your Facebook page, they're like, oh, they don't see nothing but dry bones and tumbleweeds, post some really good content. Content. Because you are building your authority in your area, in your niche, right? And the more content that you have on your page, the more people are going to come to it and read your content. Even if it's like funny stuff, I like sharing funny stories, like funny videos, anything. Just put things on there, but you definitely want to be specific to your area and your niche. Of course, you can share a funny video or, a cute kitten or something like that. That's fine. Make sure that you do add value to whoever's coming to your page so that you keep them engaged and you really build your authority that if you're looking for the best person with photography tips and tricks, like that's your thing, you're good at photography and you want to share that and your page and you really want people to start using your services, why wouldn't you show a lot of things about photography, little tips? Oh, this is how you set up your DSLR camera. Just add value. That was the next point that I had was be a person of value. Add value to people's life and they will come back, right? And they'll start to say, oh, what else does this person have? Let me go look at their website, right? The next things that you do want to do, you do want to post a lot of pictures on your Facebook page. And if you can, do some video is so hot right now with all of the live streaming. They got, of course, Periscope. Now I'm in love with Blab. So if you're not hip to it, blab.io, I believe it is. But if you Google Blab, it'll come up. I'm in love with Blab more so than Periscope. Facebook actually now has their own live streaming app. But right now, it's just available to basically celebrities and politicians and that sort of thing. But I'm sure it'll be rolling out within the next couple of weeks to everybody else, just because Periscope and Blab are really crushing it right now with the users and things like that. So I'm sure Facebook is going to be fast on their heels with the live streaming video. But definitely utilize video, and Facebook holds video in high regard too. So try to put lots of pictures and video on your page. That'll help keep you top of the feeds for your people that do follow you, right? And the last thing that you do want to do for your Facebook page, for sure, there's much more, but these are just some quick things that I notice a lot of people that have Facebook pages that they're not doing. So Facebook page also gives you the option now to put a call to action button, whatever you want it to be. So my call to action on my Facebook page is to subscribe to my podcast, because right now this is what I'm doing and I want you to subscribe to my podcast so that you can get more episodes, and it also helps me with my ratings iTunes. The more subscribers you have, the more listens you have, it's just better for me. So right now I am really focused on subscribe, tell your friend to subscribe, so that's my call to action on Facebook. But your call to action could be sign up for my email list. It could be go to my website, whatever you want your call to action to be. They have pre-selected ones that you can choose from, and then you link whatever it is you want them to go to in the link. So that was the to-dos on Facebook. You want to link your website, provide plenty valuable content, use video and pictures, and make sure that you put a call to action. So the don'ts, and these are some big don'ts. Do not, whatever you do not do these things. Do not be like I was and spam your friends, even on your Facebook page. Do not. One way of spamming people is by, when you set your page up, you basically set your friends up to be on that page without them asking, or you asking them or inviting them. You invite people to your page. You don't assign people to your page. That's not cool. That's basically like, oh, I don't even know if I want to be involved with your page. So Don't auto subscribe people to your page when you first set it up. That's a big no. You will get unfriended and possibly blocked. I'm just saying. Don't do it. Another negative to avoid, do not go on your Facebook page. This is a page for your business or your brand that you're trying to promote yourself, your services, whatever. So you don't want to have anything negative on there, point blank, period. At least not coming from you. It's one thing that somebody comes to your page and leaves a negative comment, but for you to post anything a negative, you may be having a bad day and you just have a rant that day and you just go in. Don't put it on your page. Like I said before, with this social media, you have to be so careful because people can screenshot that and it'll go viral. Next thing you know, you're gonna be known for the wrong thing. So if you having a rant or a bad day and you want to post something, don't do it, especially on your Facebook fan page. If you just have to put it somewhere, text it to somebody, but don't put it on your Facebook fan page. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is them dry bones and them tumbleweeds we talked about in the do for the content. Make sure you have something on your page worth looking at. If I go to your fan page and you don't got but 2 posts and your page been live for 3 years, I'm not ever coming back because obviously you don't care about this page and you don't even look at it yourself. Dry bones and tumbleweeds. That's what I call it. If I go to your fan page and you got 2 to 5 posts and you've been on there more than a month, you need to just shut it down because, boo, that ain't what the people want. Okay, so I think that pretty much sums it up for the don'ts. And so, like I said, avoid spam. Do not auto subscribe me to your page. You invite me, and if I like your page and I, want to be involved in your cause, I will like it and I will subscribe. So don't auto subscribe me. Don't get blocked. Don't do any rants or negative posts. And for goodness sakes, please, Lord, please don't with the dry bones and the tumbleweeds. Please put some content, some valuable content, so that I could come and absorb all the goodness. I'll give you a couple cool resources that you can do all this with. So, like I said, Pinterest is one of my go to sources. But what's really cool with the fan page, you can actually link your Pinterest, which is a social media site. If you're not on Pinterest, don't worry about it. We're going to get to Pinterest one day soon. I love Pinterest, by the way, so if you're not hip to it, go to it and check it out. It's really cool. Pinterest is really cool because it's basically like you can curate your own really cool snippets of information with beautiful graphics, and then if you want to know more, you can learn things, and I just love it. It's just wonderful. But anyway, you can link your Pinterest account to your Facebook page, and when you pin something on Pinterest, it'll show up in your news feed on your Facebook page. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was really hot, and I use it. So I try not to go too crazy on Pinterest when I'm on there because I'm being mindful that it's linked to my Facebook page, and I don't want to have a million pins on my Facebook page. But anyway, I'm down the rabbit trail. I'm coming back. So the other thing that I use a lot is Buffer app. I'm a fan of Buffer app, but a lot of people use Hootsuite. They do the same thing. Basically, you can curate your content and put them into your Buffer app so that they come out at the specified time that you want it to come out, so that you're not on social media all day, every day. What I do is I take one day a week and I put everything that I thought was interesting, or a cool fact or a great story. I put all of those things into my Buffer app one day a week, and it comes out at specified times on my Facebook, my Twitter, and LinkedIn. Right now are the three that I really Oh, and my Google Plus. Sorry. So Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and LinkedIn. I have content that is constantly going out, and I do that once a week. I fill up my buffer app, and that's it. I don't have to worry about it. Of course, I still post live stuff throughout the week to all of those. Well, other than Google, I don't too much fool with Google. I just let it do its thing. But Twitter and Facebook, I'm always, and in Pinterest as well, I'm always posting fresh content pretty much daily on those three. So that was the Buffer app and Hootsuite. I love If This Then That. It's Ifttt. I love that app because you can set up different little recipes, is what they call them. So, like my one recipe, just as an example to tell you what it does, I set it up so that anytime I change my Facebook profile picture, my Twitter profile picture changes at the same time. So if I change the picture on Facebook, automatically my Twitter picture is going to look the same. That is really key to keep your branding consistent. So whatever I'm doing on one platform, I look the same. So if you go to Facebook and find me, you say, "Oh, that's Janae," and then you go over to Twitter and you know that that's me because it's the same exact picture. So, and you can do that across every platform. You can set it up where it does the same thing. That was just one of the things that If This Then That can do. There's a million recipes. So if you're not hip to it, that's a cool app. I'm gonna cover that'll be covered in the next episode where I'm gonna be talking about my Fab 5 apps. Those my favorite go-to apps. I'll go into detail more on them. So be looking out for the Fab 5 apps that I love. So that wraps up today's show. I just want to tell you guys how much I really appreciate that you hung out with me today. Just know that you are loved. Of course, you can get all the show notes at JenaeNicole.com, JeNae Nicole.com. And if you really like the show, I would really appreciate it if you could take a little time and go to iTunes and subscribe, rate, leave me a awesome rating and review. I do read each and every one of them, and they really do bless me when I do get a chance to go and read them throughout the week. So that's it for me, girls. I'll holla.